Now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Detroit Pistons. Well, for Detroit, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. So Denver with a couple of first-round picks, and they get Aaron Aflalo back in the fold. What do you think will be their biggest strength?
Well, Denver is great at using their athleticism. They're at best when they are running. They have a lot of great transition finishers, especially my main man, the Manimal.
That'd be Kenneth Fareed, I think you're referring
Yes.
to. Okay. See somebody about that. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Nobody sitting in their seat on the side of me. Yo, Denver Nuggets. At center, at 7'0", number 34, JaVale McGee. At forward from DePaul, number 21, Wilson Chandler. Shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 10, Aaron Aflalo. And at forward from Morehead State, number 35, the Manimal, Kenneth Fareed. At guard from North Carolina, number 3, I feel the need for speed, Ty Lawson. Brian Shaw is your head coach.
This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with my broadcast partners, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. Man, can you feel the excitement in the air? So Detroit will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Detroit, on the wings, KCP and Josh Smith. Monroe and Drummond, they're inside. And it's Jennings in at the point.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. You know, getting the ball inside early.
Well, it worked to perfection there. I like the game plan. Get it inside, force the defense to react, and then play off your big men.
Now, here is Lawson. The shot by Chandler, wide open. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Well, the Nuggets a team with a lot of changes last season. The front office, the roster, and the head coach.
Yeah, Brian Shaw, who I think is going to be an outstanding coach. It's just a matter of time with him. He's got all the ingredients. Communicates well, understands the game, gives guys freedom, and holds them accountable. I think his future is bright as a head coach. Tough year last year, but he's a good one.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Lets it go from 11. Good as the jump shot falls.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Now here's Jennings. Fades and shoots. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Jennings. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Injuries are such a difficult part of this game.
And from a glance, you really can't tell just how bad it is, but he's going to come out, and we'll find out now how bad it is. He may be done for the game.
Caron Butler's checked in for Detroit. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And here's Lawson. McGee is screen on Jennings. Fareed the pass to McGee. And again, it's Denver.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
Detroit with the ball. It's a three-point game. Here's Caldwell Pope. He's guarded by Aflalo. Outside Butler. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Baseline jumper. They get it back.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Aflalo dishes to McGee. Chandler against Butler. Fareed setting the pick for Lawson. Lets it go from 11, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%, can't do better than that.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Jennings kicks to Monroe. From the corner. That's good.
Brandon Jennings. Assist goes to Greg Monroe.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Jennings against Lawson. And Fareed kicks to Aflalo. Rebounded by the Pistons.
First miss of the game after 4 makes, so it's been a hot start.
Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Monroe.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out, that's the result you get right there.
Now, here is Lawson. Lawson right side. Pass to Aflalo. Clock at 6. And here's Chandler from the arc. Can't hit. Brandon Jennings acquired in a sign and trade by the Pistons last season on a 3-year, $24 million contract.
Jennings probably expecting more in terms of the deal. But look, maybe it was a wake-up call for him. He has not been part of a winning team yet. And generally speaking, stats alone don't get you max contracts. Stats and wins are what do that, and that's what's next for Jennings.
And for Jennings, a quick, explosive athlete at the point. But you talk about how can he improve. He has the physical attributes to become a lockdown defender, but his focus at that end comes and goes. He's got to be more consistent in his focus at that end.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And the other aspect for Jennings, a streaky scorer to this point in his career. A little loose with his mechanics and shot selection, I think a part of it. I think improving his shooting percentages is an area where he needs to get better.
Here's Chandler, and he gets the bucket. Chandler's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Holman here now for an injury report. And let's get an update on Josh Smith's injury. Doris, what's the news?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Pistons head athletic trainer. It's bad news, I'm afraid. He's saying that it looks like a broken ankle, which can truly be a devastating injury. That's the kind of injury that will keep him out not just today, but for what could be a lot more games to come, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
Yeah, but it's part of the game, Kevin. Almost everybody goes through it eventually as a player, so you just have to deal with it the best you can.
Unfortunately, it is that, Steve, and it's painful to watch your teammates out there because you're helpless in that situation.
Denver with the ball. Following the 3 by Detroit. Lawson drives in. Pistons have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Caldwell Pope passes to Monroe, and he gets it to go. Monroe's got 6 points.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. Now here, the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. The Nuggets in second. In the third spot, the Pistons.
You know, these two teams each had a great awareness of anticipating where missed shots were going to come down. That's part of why they were outstanding rebounding teams. They each had a couple of key players, but both had some unexpected help from guys you don't normally think of as rebounders.
For Denver, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Lawson dishes to McGee. And Aflalo kicks to Chandler. He feeds it to Lawson. Clock at 6. Goes up on the high post. Detroit with the rebound and going against Denver. Their first game of the NBA's regular season.
This might not be a marquee matchup by NBA standards, but it holds, I think, a little bit of appeal. They split this season series a year ago.
Now here's Aflalo. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Lawson kicks to Chandler. Back to Lawson. And he overshot that one, missing.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Butler passes to Jennings. Back to Butler. The 10-footer. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mozgov, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Hickson comes in for Kenneth Faried. Alinari, he's checked in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Foy in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for Detroit, Jerebko's checked in for Monroe. Jody Meeks comes in for Caldwell Pope. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Now, here is Gallinari. Down low, here's Mozgov. And it's sent back by Drummond. And stolen by Lawson. Hit his foot. And the ref's whistling a kickball. Robinson's checked in for Ty Lawson. Martin's checked in for Detroit. On defense, the Pistons leading by 5. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
14 seconds. 14.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Jerebko. Hickson covering. Jerebko dishes to Augustine. Shot clock at 6. The putback, and Drummond throws it down. And the Pistons lead by 7.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now, here is Robinson. Here's Gallinari to stop the drought. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You look at the front line of this Pistons team and how big and active and aggressive they are. It's not a surprise that this Detroit team led the way in offensive rebounds last season.
Pistons were number 1 in offensive rebounds, as you said, guys, and they would grab almost a third of every missed shot they took on offense.
Well, it's a huge amount, and obviously some of that is their athleticism and ability to get to the rim. A lot of it is their poor shooting as well. There were just a lot more rebounds to be had.
Now here's Drummond. Dishes it to Meeks. It's Martin on the wing. From 11 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Here is Robinson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here are the Pistons with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Augustine with it. Robinson picks him up. Drummond with a screen on Robinson. And Augustine kicks to Martin. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Hickson. Feeds it to Ford. Back to Hickson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Here's Augustine. Pass to Meeks. He kicks to Drummond. Augustine against Robinson. That's good.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Now, here is Robinson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Here's Meeks. Nate Robinson making his last shot. Meeks passes to Martin. Kicks it to Augustine. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Can't get it to fall.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Takes a shot at the elbow. That's good. Augustine's got his second basket of the night. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Pistons lead by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
It's a Halloween broadcast of the NBA. LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trailblazers take on DeMarcus Cousins and the Sacramento Kings. Live this Friday night.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Now the key has been the rebounding department in this club, dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Aflalo and Chandler are on the wings. Gallinari is out there with Kenneth Faried. And it's Lawson in at the one spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
The defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Now here's Jennings. Singler dishes to Bynum. Back to Singler. Shot clock at 6. And there's a whistle. That goes on Will Bynum. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Nuggets shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Singler, a former second-round pick out of Duke, played his first professional season overseas in Spain. And Stevie's played consistent minutes for the Pistons to begin his NBA career.
Yeah, really a nice move on his part to get that development abroad because he came back a better player, and he's quickly become a solid contributor at the NBA level.
And Singler is one of those value-utility or Velcro guys, I like to call him. He kind of holds things together because of his excellent feel for the game. He's got a pretty decent touch from outside. You love his size on the wing, and he's not a bad defender at 6'8" either, so I like what he gives you.
That's good from Ty Lawson.
Singler, not a big-time athlete, but he plays hard and he uses his length well defensively. Got a shot to have a long and productive NBA career.
Caron Butler is checked in for your Rebco. Ty Lawson hits them both.
Ty Lawson somewhat undersized at the point guard position at 5'11", but he makes up for it with his strength, and he really competes defensively. He is not easy to push around.
Now here's Jennings. There's the dish to Monroe. Fires from 14. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Fareed. Nuggets trail. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
Knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
And for Lawson, the issue defensively, not so much getting overpowered Clark. There's just certain shots he can't get to.
Yeah, well, he's not the biggest guard. I mean, he's actually one of the smaller guards we have in the league, but he's powerful, he's explosive, and he does on occasion get outsized, and he just has to do the best he can in those situations.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, JaVale McGee has all the tools necessary to be a great player, but often he can be his own greatest obstacle. But he and Coach Shaw are working on that. Coach Shaw said, "I'm just trying to get him to slow down." That's what we've been working on with him, just to slow down so he can use the gifts that he has, his length and his athletic ability. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And as you said, McGee is so gifted athletically that he'll be a force when he lets the game come to him. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And they're getting good balance offensively, too, because they're starting to knock down that mid-range jumper.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, Danilo Gallinari back in action after missing all of last season after surgery to repair his meniscus back in 2013. 9 months later, it was decided that he needed an ACL reconstruction as well, so it's been a tough couple of seasons for Gallinari.
And for Gallinari, pretty mobile for a 6'10" player. But coming back from major knee surgery, that's usually a 1.5-year process. We'll have to see how that impacts his game going forward.
The Gallinari that came into the NBA as a great three-point shooter, that percentage dropped year after year as he became, Steve, more of a slasher.
Yeah, and he might look to rewind and go back to that outside shot more as his knee takes time to get back to 100%. Will Bynum, a nice athletic backup point guard, can heat up offensively, doesn't mind shooting with a hand in his face, and he's starting to show confidence from long range, too.
And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. You talk about Bynum's three-point shooting last season, a career high at over 32% beyond the arc.
You know, that was a shot that he lacked early in his career, Kevin, but as an undersized point guard, even one with his leaping ability and strength, you need to be able to knock down that triple.
Now here's Bynum, following the miss by Lawson. Bynum kicks to Jennings. He's looking for Monroe and finds him. From the low block, good! Monroe's got his third basket of the night.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now here's Chandler. He's got 5. Poke loose. Leaps for it, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Well, let's look back to last year's Nuggets while we've got a moment here, Kevin. Second in rebounding, 4th in blocks. And they were in the top 10 in team scoring as well. This is a team that prides itself on its offensive firepower. and they get it done at that end of the court.
And this is a team that really relied most heavily on the rebounding numbers that you talked about. I mean, at top 5, they're a team that likes to attack the lane at both ends of the floor, really control the glass on defense, and try to pound you inside with the offensive boards.
Here's Jennings. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. Screen by Monroe. Bynum the pass to Monroe. Aflalo pulls it in. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
Here's Lawson after the made shot from Greg Monroe. And there's a follow. That's good on the assist by Lawson. Lawson's got 3 assists now in this one. The Pistons trailing. Now the pass to Monroe. From 13, that's good. Monroe's got 12 points in the game.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And Lawson, here we go. He dishes it to Fareed. Shoots from 14. And again, it's Denver.
Boy, they are as hot as can be from mid-range. They're getting run off that three-point line, but they're taking advantage and knocking down those middle-range shots.
Steve, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on pull-up jumpers.
Here's Bynum, following the basket by Kenneth Fareed. And here's Jennings outside. And that one's good. 7 points in the game. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
They get the rebound. Fareed lays it up and banks it in. Fareed's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Well, you talk about effort and energy being a skill. Some people talk about those things as skills, and Kenneth Fareed is a 10 out of 10 in that category. A 6'7" power forward. His athleticism and relentless motor allow him to play much bigger than that.
Harris is checked in for Denver. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Pistons. Now here's Jennings. 7 points in the game. Monroe up top. It's back to Jennings. Passes it to Caldwell-Pope. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Butler, using his post move to get the 2 points. Butler's got 5 now. And guys, Fareed not the most skilled offensively. Most of his points coming on fast breaks, garbage buckets, dunks inside.
Yeah, but he's developing a decent touch from around the foul line area, which is a nice addition to his offensive arsenal, Kevin. But yeah, the big thing is, he's just one of those guys who you can never let your guard down against because he has constant energy.
For the Nuggets, Mozgov comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Hickson in for Wilson Chandler. Detroit also making some changes. Andre Drummond's checked in for Monroe. Martin comes in for Kyle Singler. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Now here is Harris. Here's Hickson. Augustine grabs the board. It's stolen by Hickson. Harris with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Lawson dishes to Harris. Mozgov kicks to Aflalo. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Aflalo's got the game tied up here for Denver. The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Here's Caldwell-Pope, cutting the screen. Jumper off the screen. J.J. Hickson grabs the rebound.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Lawson kicks to Hickson. The feed to Mozgov. Pass to Harris. Clock at 6. Harris, right side.
Gary Harris, a 6'4" sophomore shooting guard out of Michigan State. A bit undersized, but he's very physical, goes hard at both ends of the floor. Really a two-way player who can do a number of things to help his team win.
For Denver, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And you look at the numbers, guys, this team shot a 73% clip over the course of last season.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Denver. Robinson comes in for Ty Lawson. And Detroit with a change here, too. Yarebko's checked in. And Harris drops them both.
How about the job they're doing drawing contact and giving themselves opportunities for free points at the line?
My kind of basketball, Steve. No frills, straight ahead, physical play.
And it's Martin penetrating. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's on Gary Harris. And Gary Harris, the youngest sophomore of the 2014 draft class, for how well-rounded his game is. He's only a few months older than Julius Randle.
Yeah, but everybody in the NBA, no matter your age, you're a pro now. So age is just one of those interesting factoids that doesn't have a bearing on much of anything. I like his versatility. And I think because he slipped a little lower in the draft than anticipated, he's going to play with a nice, healthy edge that will allow him to maximize his potential.
Little chip on his shoulder.
Yep.
A lot of questions to ask about Denver after last season. Really, it's hard to get a read on how good this team is and can be.
That one is no good.
You know, as you said, with where the Nuggets are as a team, certainly not as good as they were in 2013, but it's hard to say they were as bad as their record last year in 2014. I thought that team was better than it showed.
And Steve, for the Nuggets, the truth lies somewhere in between what you said, I would think.
I would agree with that. Lucky for them, you know, they aren't locked into any lengthy contracts, so they have a window of this year and maybe next to decide where to take this ship.
Free throw good, Robinson.
Nate Robinson suffered a torn ACL halfway through last season. It's been a long way back for the dynamic 5'9" Energizer, but really nice to see him back in action.
He hits both from the stripe. In Robinson's game, Steve, very reliant on his athleticism. You know, you kind of wonder how long it'll take for him to get close to 100%.
Well, usually for ACLs, it's about a year to play, maybe 2 years to really get back to 100%. We've seen some people do it faster. Hopefully, Robinson is in that group. We want him back as soon as possible. So exciting to watch.
And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Shot clock at 6. Harris passes to Foye. Let's go. The 19-footer is on the money. Foye's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball. Harris against Martin. He feeds it to Augustine. Just 5 on the clock. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Second, Andre Drummond.
You know, nobody said this guy couldn't miss last season, and because he was such a good percentage shooter, one of the best in the league, his teammates always were looking for him.
Robinson dishes to Hickson. Feeds to Mozgov. Hickson a screen on Drummond. Hickson sets the screen for Harris. It's stolen by Martin. And now the Pistons fast break. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Robinson up top, guarded by Augustine. Hickson sets the screen for Robinson. Dishes to Harris. Back to Robinson. Clock at 4. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Pretty good performance from the free throw line last season. He was about 84% from the line.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
You know, oftentimes when you go on the road, you're going to have to win close games, and the Pistons really struggled in that regard, and as a result, they didn't find themselves winning too many on the road.
Here's your Rebko. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Meeks can't hit. Denver leading by 4.
Question is, do they go 2 for 1 here?
Can they get a good shot in time? That's the question.
Robinson kicks to Gallinari. Back to Robinson. Now Gallinari. 7 points in the game. Here's Foy. Good on the baseline J. Foy's got 4 this quarter. And here's Augustine. Off the left rim and out. Here's Foy. Can't get it to go. And so we wrap up the first half. Denver on top, leading by 6. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I've got Karan with me, and you guys shot the ball pretty well, Karan. Are you surprised to find yourselves behind right now?
Yeah, really are, because we got to control the boards and control the paint. We got to give those guys a little bit of help, close the floor a little bit.
You've got to do a little bit of everything. Thank you, Karan. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. The Nuggets leading by 6. Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Monroe and Drummond there inside. Shannon's out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Butler in at the small forward. Now here's Chandler. Such a wide open look. McGee's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Nuggets. Pistons trail by 8.
JaVale McGee, a 7-footer with length and athleticism, can certainly play on the perimeter defensively. Guards the rim so well, and Steve, he can reach over 2 feet above the rim.
That's unbelievable. You look at him, Kevin, all the physical traits you look for in an elite pivot man. A question for McGee is just his decision-making and his development, his focus. He's capable of making a spectacular play, but can he make the fundamental one? That's what's held him back to this point.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Kev, Nuggets coach Brian Shaw altering the Nuggets offense from the dribble drive motion offense to a more post-up style of play. He still wants to push the pace to exploit Denver's altitude, but he feels to be successful, they have to establish an inside game and refine their half-court offense as well. Gentlemen, we'll see how it works out.
He wants to build confidence that they can throw the ball inside. Thanks, Doris. The Nuggets leading by 8.
And McGee's flair for the unexpected, if you want to call it that, has made him a blooper reel regular. I mean, if he can just focus on being fundamentally sound and stay away from the extracurriculars, I think he could be one of the best centers in the game.
Butler passes to Jennings. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Monroe with a screen on Afflalo. Jennings dishes to Monroe. Just 5 on the clock. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And JaVale McGee, Andre Blatch, applying to play for the Philippines in the World Cup this past summer. Never shy when it comes to breaking with convention.
Now here's Jennings. Aaron Afflalo missing his last shot. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Denver calls timeout. Well, you knew that Andre Drummond was oozing with potential, but that potential, can quite often be as much a curse as it is a boon. But he just blossomed last year.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, with the way he moves around the floor at his size, you had to know that if he started to put it all together, he would be a game-changing talent, and he showed flashes of that and made a big leap last season.
Here is Lawson, following the basket by Brandon Jennings. Fareed setting the pick for Lawson. Chandler a screen. And Afflalo kicks to Lawson. Pass to Fareed. Here's Afflalo, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Afflalo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Aaron Afflalo coming off his best season yet, Steve, an 18-point-per-game score. Shooting well from the field, 3-point range, and the line.
And, Kevin, when you think about the efficiency, it's made even more impressive when you consider that he drew a lot of defensive focus.
Pistons trail by 8. Outside Jennings. Lets the 3 fly. That is good. Jennings has got 5 points now this quarter.
And, Afflalo has always been a hard worker, but starting in the summer of 2013, he took his offseason regimen to a new level, working out 3 times a day for 12 weeks. He wanted to ensure he had the legs to defend and produce offensively at a high level. And as always, his work has paid off.
Jennings with the ball. Now Lawson defending. And that one's good by Butler.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Lawson outside. Fareed a screen on Jennings. Afflalo outside. From the arc. Again, Afflalo missing.
And you look at Afflalo, an all-star candidate last season. I think Orlando's losing record kept him out, but if he can continue to produce in a winning situation, I like his chances.
Chandler against Butler. Here's McGee. Good on the 13-footer. McGee's got 6 points. Pistons trail by 4. Jennings with the ball. 12 points for him. Monroe down low. Fareed on him. Monroe's shot is good. He's got 14.
Feels like a flip has been switched at halftime because both teams now really getting after it.
And it's been a fun half of basketball, Steve.
Now here's Aflalo. 10 points for him. Lawson the pass to McGee. Lawson dishes to Chandler. Back to Lawson. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The shot's good from McGee.
Beautiful dish down low.
Pistons trail by 4. Caldwell Pope kicks to Drummond. The dish now to Jennings. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Inside, tries from 10. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, last season for Butler, he knew he was going to be in a rebuilding situation with the Bucks, but when they bought him out at the end of February, he had a chance to join a real contender.
And with Butler, as you said, a chance to join a team with title hopes. Ended up spurning the Heat, a team he came up with, and joined the Thunder instead.
And that one misses. And Butler in his 13th season looking for a little more stability after bouncing from the Clippers to the Suns to the Milwaukee Bucks and to the Thunder last season.
Well, as long as he's hitting those threes, he's got something left to contribute. He was thrilled to get to Oklahoma City last year and make that deep playoff run.
The Pistons making a change here. Singler's checked in, and the second free throw, good.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have a so-called superstar.
Now here's Chandler. He's got 5. That's good. McGee's got 8 here in the quarter.
He is remarkably hot this quarter. He has yet to miss a shot.
Jennings passes to Monroe. Monroe left side. Caldwell Pope dishes to Singler. Shot clock at 6. Jennings drives in. The putback. Oh, and the jam by Monroe.
Well, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
Yeah, don't take any risks. Just put that ball back in the hoop.
And McGee kicks to Lawson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Jacks up a 3, and that one's good. Lawson's got 13. At that point, Denver has done well without what most would call a superstar, but obviously that takes its toll come playoff time.
It really does. I mean, you need somebody that you can really rely on as your go-to guy, the one who gets it done for you in the clutch, and they haven't quite established that player, and yet they're still competitive. Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Chandler outside. Back to Lawson. Aflalo outside. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Detroit.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Jennings against Lawson. He kicks it to Aflalo. The shot by Chandler, wide open. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got 6 assists now in the game. Pistons trail by 4. Butler is screen on Lawson. Kicks it to Monroe. The shot will not go. Chandler with the defensive effort. For Denver, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Lawson the pass to Chandler. Back to Lawson.
The three from Aflalo. Second chance shot. Here's Fareed. And that one's good. Fareed's got 10 points.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Outside Jennings. The pass to Monroe. Puts it up from 12. Denver grabs the miss. Fareed's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over in the corner, Chandler. And Aflalo kicks to Lawson. Offline with his 3. Pistons trail by 6. Caldwell Pope dishes to Singler. Traps in the tray. Singler's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Lawson against Jennings. And Lawson, here we go. Free throw line jump shot. No good. And it's Detroit the other way. Outside Jennings. He dishes it to Caldwell Pope. It's back to Jennings. The Pistons working the ball around now. Singler against Chandler. Now here's Jennings. Defense right on him. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. Lawson the pass to Aflalo. In low to Fareed. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, probably the right play defensively. I mean, if you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
The Nuggets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
For 2.
No good on the free throw. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mozgov, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Gallinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. Harris is checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Foy in for Ty Lawson. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Jerebko's checked in for Butler. Martin comes in for Singler. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Brandon Jennings. So he comes up empty, missing both. Pistons trail by 3. Here's Meeks. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
DJ Hickson.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Harris outside. And Foy kicks to Mozgov. This one for 3. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Mozgov. Harris has got 5 points so far.
Harris!
1 second left. Missed. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nuggets lead by 6. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
It's a Halloween broadcast of the NBA. Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take on Carlos Boozer and the Los Angeles Lakers. Do not miss it.
Pistons trail by 6. Hickson and Mozgov playing together in the front court. Harris is out there with 4, and it's Gallinari in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here is Martin. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Martin's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pistons. Denver leading by 4. And Foy kicks to Mozgov. Pass to Harris. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show, and the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Here is Augustine. Gary Harris making his last shot. Pass to Meeks, just 5 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer, and he drops that one in.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Denver calls timeout.
Jody Meeks, a 6'4" shooting specialist, a starter last season with the Lakers. You know, he had his best year of his career. Very effective in what became a larger role for him offensively with LA.
A different look here for Detroit. Monroe comes in for Urebko. And it's Bynum in for Cartier-Martin. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brian Shaw was giving to his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
And Meeks with his best season last year, but still probably best suited to a reserve role.
Yeah, I think that's the case. He can shoot it. He competes at the defensive end. He's smart. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He's not going to give you rebounding and playmaking, but what he gives you is pretty good.
Gallinari inside the three-point line. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Meeks dishes to Monroe. And Meeks kicks to Drummond. Trying to get open is Monroe. And it's Drummond missing.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Nice shot by 4.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Now here is Augustine. Now the feed to Drummond. Dishes it to Bynum. Now here is Augustine. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Drummond.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Now here is Gallinari. He feeds it to 4. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Denver with the triple.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
Yeah, and that's fine as long as you're making them, but make sure you don't start launching bad shots. That's a problem.
Here's Bynum. Denver able to drain the 3. Mozgov with the block, and they're able to recover. Another shot. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And it's Harris off the drive. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Monroe. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Monroe's got 20.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. The Detroit Pistons, a proud franchise, of course, from 03 to 08, 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. And Clark in 2004, the NBA title.
But the rebuild process has had its hiccups, Kevin, its speed bumps, if you will, some questionable free agent signings. There's talent there, but this team hasn't quite figured out how to come together.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And then for Detroit, Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Augustine. And it's Jennings in for Will Bynum. Here's Meeks. Feeds it to Caldwell Pope. Detroit, no good that time either.
Then you look at the Pistons, some great size and athleticism inside, but you know, they've lacked the high percentage outside shooting to space the floor offensively.
Now, here is Lawson. That's blocked. Jennings passes to Drummond.
Jennings with the ball. Now guarded by Aflalo. Here's Monroe. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Monroe's got 10 points here in the second half.
And, you know, for the Pistons last season, you look at the size and shot blocking ability, and you thought that team would be tougher defensively. But that wasn't really the case. I think it has to be attributed to mindset. Those young, big, athletic guys have to become much tougher mentally at the defensive end to be really successful.
Here's Jennings after the made shot from Greg Monroe.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency, I don't think they'd have a chance without him.
Now here is McGee, out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
17 seconds on the shot. 17.
Pistons trail by 6. Outside Jennings. Pass to Drummond. And he gets it to go. Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Now, here is Lawson. Fareed outside. McGee against Drummond, and McGee kicks to Aflalo. And he gets it to go.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Here's Jennings. Monroe sets a screen for Jennings. Into Drummond. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Here's Caldwell Pope.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Off target from three-point range. Lawson dishes to McGee. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Another 3 for Denver. Pistons trail by 9. Outside Jennings. Drummond with a screen on Lawson. Stolen by Fareed. Lawson with it. And Jennings picks him up defensively. 13 feet away. And again, it's Denver. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, he's trying to take the wind out of their sails here. I mean, they're on the wrong end of a bad run. They got to sort things out.
I think things were very close to spiraling out of control if he didn't burn one there.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Jody Meeks. Pistons trail by 11. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
17 seconds on the shot. 17.
Caldwell Pope passes to Jennings. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Stolen by McGee. Now Chandler inside.
For the Pistons, they've really struggled against Chandler.
He's got 11 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Yeah, when he's been able to get squared up and get a good look at the basket, it seems like everything's been going in.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Wilson Chandler, a versatile forward, Steve, in his 7th season out of DePaul.
I like him, Kevin. I mean, he's strong enough to play inside, quick enough to guard on the perimeter, and then he's got that three-point range on his shot, so very versatile player.
And the shot is good. 19 points for Brandon Jennings. So it's Denver now. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath, you're right. Now, here is Lawson. Lawson, right side. Clock at 6. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got 10 points here in the second half. Pistons trail by 13. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jennings. 14 feet away. Here's Monroe. Drummond trying to get himself free. Monroe's shot is good. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're up by 11. A minute 42 left in the fourth. A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. McGee dishes to Afflalo. Left side Chandler. Back to Afflalo. Off target with his 3. Pistons trailed by 11. Jennings kicks to Caldwell Pope. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got his 3rd assist on the night.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Afflalo the pass to Lawson. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. McGee sets the pick for Afflalo. 5 on the clock. Another shot. He lays it in. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're behind by 10. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Free throw line jump shot, and there's another one for the Pistons.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
Lawson dishes to McGee. Lawson outside. 6 to shoot. Knocks it loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Detroit also making some changes. Jerebko's checked in for Monroe. Martin comes in for Caldwell Pope, and it's Bynum in for Brandon Jennings. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
And it's Martin missing. Now Harris. Mozgov kicks to Hickson. Outside Robinson. So we see Denver get the win here. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Nate, this team has shown in a game like tonight that everyone is contributing in their own individual way. How are you able to achieve the depth and versatility out here on the court?
For us, each guy on this team does all the little things. We don't have just one guy that can do this and do that. We have a bunch of guys that love to get dirty and love to play hard and play aggressive and play defense. And, we're doing that. The ball's finding the hot guy, and we're all just sharing the ball and having fun.
It's fun for us to watch, Nate. Thanks for the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan player of the game, JaVale McGee.